Where am I? There we go. Oh my God, you guys, I have so many excuses ready for you right now. Uh, I don't know if you know this, but Google Chrome, for whatever reason, keeps updating on a regular basis. I thought we pretty much mastered browsers at Internet Explorer 2003, but they updated it, and oh boy, um, let's just say there's a large amount of the power grid is out around me right now. Um, I have had to restart my computer 3 times. I lost all my settings. I lost all my saved games. I have to restart. Uh, I have to restart Elden Ring now. But I'm here for you guys now. I'm very excited to be doing this episode of Jokes Explained. I'm Myles Anderson. If you don't know, if you're just tuning in for the first time, I'm a professional joke explainer and I'm an amateur streamer just trying to learn how to do these things. I do have the YouTube chat here. I tried to get something called Social Stream Ninja so that I could get multiple chats going at the same time. And I had no idea that when it worked last night, people in California, I guess because of the wildfires, were just pushing updates at the last possible second so they could get on their helicopters and go skiing. And they destroyed my life. But here we are, and it's fine. And I'm just going to get the YouTube chat up here. There we go. Nice to see you guys. Lamp 5 minutes late is early first. Okay, well, I didn't know. I was trying to keep things punctual, but I didn't know that. I guess it builds tension, which is the best way of creating hilarity is by building tension. So I was simply building tension, and now I assume you guys are just laughing it up over there on the other side. When will I be explaining Tony's latest special? Well, that is a good question for the behind the scenes stream on our Patreon. I don't know if you can see the glint in my eyes as I say this, but it has been thoroughly studied recently. We're going to be doing a little post stream Patreon stream. It's for all the members of the Patreon, so you don't have to pay to see the stream. But we do have a special little section for our paid members to ask questions in our Discord, which will, of course, be addressed by us, the Bachelors. You're going to meet Brian, the man behind the thumbnails, which is actually the name of his manicure business that he used to own back in the 1980s. Yeah, he'll be there. I'll be there. And we'll be answering questions about a little bit of the behind the scenes of how we make this channel happen. A lot of people, they ask things like, how is it that your head appears so flawlessly in front of the movies and that videos you watch? And, how does your mic stay so mono all the time? Well, it's, years of practice. Oh man, every time I click on OBS, it gets rid of the chat. There we go. Thank you. Anyway, guys, thanks for being here. I'm so excited to present what we have today. What's a girl to do? My son wants to become a joke explainer. Any advice I can pass on to him? Well, I started off as a comedian, and a lot of the times when I did stand up, I'd often have a lot of people wouldn't laugh, so I would have to stop the show and just explain why what I was saying was funny. And then they would think it was funny. So I realized maybe I'm better at explaining them than telling them. And so here we are today. So maybe you get your son into stand-up comedy. Just to let him know it's very only the most elite geniuses do it. But if your son seems like he's got like a 3,000 IQ, then let him give it a shot. You might want to make sure he's chaperoned around a lot of these really successful comedians. But yeah, as a girl myself, I'm glad to have someone like Myles to be able to explain what I am to do. Yeah, thank you, Ghost Mustard. It's important to tell women what to do. They like to be ordered around. Otherwise they'll be annoying, which is funny, but is also annoying. Jackie Spaceman, people don't laugh at you, don't take it personally. It just means you're not funny. Oh, yeah, I totally understand. I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to be funny. This is not a funny channel. This is an educational channel. I'm just trying to raise awareness of the best comedians working today and why they're so funny. They have a lot of haters, and I think that they just don't understand it. So I think I'm glad that you guys are here to learn. I hope that you guys are big fans of Joe Rogan and all of his best friends, because I know I am. All right. I don't know if you guys have seen What's a Girl to Do yet. We made this post a little yesterday or two days ago. I can't remember, but we haven't made this post. So you've had a little bit of time to do your readings for this assignment. But this is a YouTube series, YouTube comedy. It has like 15,000 views. So you guys probably should have seen. You guys probably should have seen it by now. I think statistically, you know, you would have seen it with those numbers. But it's basically it's a funny sitcom that is written and produced by this lady. I forget her name, but she's very, very funny. And it's from a production company that says basically this is a breath of fresh air. This is a sitcom that is separate from other sitcoms because other sitcoms are influenced by the godless. And this sitcom is full of God. And you know what? You really think about it, it's kind of true. Like there's a lot of sitcoms that really ignore the place of the church in comedy. Shows like How I Met Your Mother could be easily answered if it was, how did I meet your mother? I met her at church. Simple wrap up to that show. Or Friends. How did all these friends meet? They met in the service of the Lord. But they don't say that, you know, they just imply that all these people were just hanging out doing stuff. So this sitcom really addresses that. Pashok. Hello, fellows. Why it says delete on screen? Are we twice blessed? Thank you. You know what? That is a very good detail that I completely am an idiot. 1 second here. We fix this. Watch. This is a little bit of movie magic. This is why you guys are here. What's a girl to do? I'm so blessed to have this show co-produced by the chat. Yeah, I you know what, Pashok, I think you're right. I think it was a woke conspiracy to have this stream have such a rocky start, because I had everything ready to go and I was just praying about it. Normally I should have maybe started this 2 hours ago to figure out if there was a chance, but I usually pray before the stream, and I was deep in prayer, and then I turned on my computer and it looked like Google Chrome had an emergency update and just devastated me. And of course, you know, Google Chrome is made by a whole bunch of Satanists. So anyway, let's get to it. What's a Girl to Do? Episode 1. I hope everything sounds okay. I hope this looks okay. We're not doing Chris D'Elia, though I would love to delve into him every day if I could. But this is the first episode of this internet sitcom. Please check it out after this. And there's lots of episodes. But there's a lot of jokes. And it's a sitcom, so there are laugh tracks, which is great because that tells you exactly when to laugh. But it doesn't tell you why to laugh. So here we go. Oh. Jesus. Dude, here we go. And you know what we're going to do here? We're going to do that. There we go. We started again just because you guys need to hear this intro song. This is top level stuff. Sing along if you guys like. Rusty Joyner, that's a funny name. That's a funny walk there. So that was like Ministry of Silly Walks, like a Monty Python reference there. It's a little tiny inside jokes, a lot of homages to great comedy here. Hey! And they got, okay, look at that. They got like a Friends fountain and everything. So they got all these, this person clearly knows their comedy. I mean, admittedly godless comedy, but they know their comedy. Nice.
I know it's only been a few weeks since Jack broke up with you, but tell me you're not eating enough.
Okay, so already with, there's nothing has really been said, but the establishing shot, she has a house. So this lady's worth upwards of $3-4 million. So classic sitcom premise, a very affluent person with a lot of spare time for hijinks here.
Another pan of brownies?
No, not eating another pan of brownies.
They're still in the oven, huh?
Okay, so there was already a joke there. Are you eating another pan of brownies? So that's a bit of a tiny little friend roast there. People who eat a lot of brownies are weak and obese. And so that is just like a little dig at this lady from her friend, but it shows that they're close because you can make a joke like that and your friends just kind of laugh. I often accuse Brian of eating too many brownies, and he just gives me a big old laugh when I say that. So that's just a kind of little friend joke there, and they get a nice laugh from the studio audience.
For a few more minutes.
That's it. I'm coming over.
No, that's not necessary. Hello?
That's it. I'm coming over. So she's also a little bit invasive. Crowd laughs at the thought. So there's a lot of jokes in this. I'm going to try to explain them all, but that laugh track, it's snapping every 4 to 8 seconds. Speed dial on a cell phone. Yes. That's incredible. I do like the retro sound effects. What a cool callback that is to the old speed dial days. Maybe she's got extra brownies on speed dial because she likes to eat so many brownies.
Hi, Matt.
How's book sales?
Is that it? No help.
Okay, look at this guy's outfit. I mean, this guy gets shit done. He's got a cool Panama hat. He's got his nice, cool, breezy shirt on. He looks like he's gonna go find a mosquito in amber in Indiana Jones. But at the same time, he's got a little angel behind him with a little bow and arrow in his hand, like a cherub. So this guy's a spiritual guy, even though he looks like a Reddit internet atheist.
Hello, no, how are you?
I'm sorry. Hello. How are you?
Well, that's much better. I'm fine, Janet, and how are you?
Great. How's book sales?
Book sales? What book sales? Look, I've got something that's going to cheer you up. I've got the title for your next book. Brace yourself. Your next book is called What's a Girl to Do While Waiting for Mr. Right?
Boom. There's the title of the show right there, ladies and gentlemen. What's a girl to do?
You want me to write a book on dating?
You gotta be kidding. I couldn't even write a pamphlet on dating.
It's not about dating. You have to write from your heart, Janet. You have to write about what you know, okay? And you know how to make a difference.
Not about dating, I don't. I write books about the issues that affect our country.
So sometimes the laugh track is just there to remind you that it's funny. When you're talking about things like dating and this lady's kind of sad because she can't explain dating. But you just add a laugh track and you remind them it's actually quite a fun thing. It works for anything. You could put it in a serious movie. I watched, I thought the movie Saving Private Ryan was really dark, and then I threw a little laugh track on there, and it's actually quite a good comedy.
And our freedom.
Yeah. And I commend you for it, okay? But let me ask you, how are your book sales?
Well, I just thought that was poor marketing on your end.
Well, I wish that were the case, okay? You've got to mix it
Got
up,
him.
okay? I believed in you. I published your book, but they're not flying off the shelves, hon. Trust me on this one.
I don't write fluff, Matt.
Who said anything about fluff? I don't publish fluff. I don't
So that's her friend there who said, "I'm going to be over right now," and she's over pretty quick. So they live close to each other.
want a fluffy book.
Okay, just step away from the brownies.
Oh, nice. So that's the callback to her eating too many brownies there at the beginning. Wow, that's classic. Classic fun friend humor. Hey, Brian, I know you're watching, and I hope you're not eating too many brownies, you little scamp. I know how much you love to just stuff your face when I'm not looking.
Until you have the ice cream.
Matt, I appreciate your faith in me, but as you may have gathered, I don't even like dating books.
And that's why you need to write one. I want you to use all your passion, your heart, your understanding, and bring it to this genre.
This genre would bore the heck out of me.
Really? Well, let me ask you this. Would a bestseller book...
People are just laughing because she's eating those brownies, which is a pretty radical thing to do in the middle of the day. Driving, yeah. Yes. About 50 shows a minute is about right. I mean, I don't want to go too... I don't want to go too hard, or else we're going to be here for a week or so. But there's a lot of jokes.
Bore the heck out of you? Imagine you're a 22-year-old girl, 37-year-old woman, or a 40-year-old man, and you're walking down the aisle, you're looking for a book. What kind of book are you looking for? True to life? Or what's a girl to do while waiting for Mr. Right?
I pick True to Life every time.
Exactly my point. You and 5 of your friends, of your best friends, and your mother, perhaps. I want you to expand your fan.
Another little tiny dig there saying no one wants to buy this book except the people that you know in your life, which is a very funny thing to say because, like I said, she owns a detached house, which only, the top 3 authors in the world can afford.
Okay? You've got them already. You've got to go outside the box on this, Jan. Take this subject and make it your own. Bring something fresh to it. Look, think about this for a few days, okay? And then call me back and tell me I'm right.
A shirt.
I liked him better without the goatee.
Yeah, me too. Chip says it makes him look like Satan.
Now that you mention it. Oh, and remind me to never change.
Ice cream and brownies with the girls in the middle of the day. I mean, that's a nice day. This is a great, girls love brownies and ice cream in the middle of the day, talking about boys. I mean, this is classic girl stuff. I don't know if you guys have ever met a girl before, but they're always doing that, and it's very cute.
Change clothes over here. If you get mad, you'll use them to clean out your oven.
Oh,
That's ridiculous.
so this is the Cosmo Kramer character who's about to burst in and have a fun scheme for the girls.
Never clean my oven.
Brownies, right on time. So, are you ready to rebound with me yet?
What happened? The man to dump you?
I'm afraid I've spoiled the poor girl with all the whining and dining I provided when I was gainfully employed. Hey, this is Jack's goofy shirt, isn't it?
That's a smooth scene block in there. Kooky guy comes in. Yes, Pashak, these are very sinful activities, but I think that they're going to find the word before the end of this is over. So he comes in very fun, great blocking there, grabs the little brownie right off the plate. That's funny because, no one is usually that smooth, especially a man as old as this. I think he's in his 60s, sitting on the counter, grabbing brownies, hanging out with the chicks. Just a fun lifestyle here. Very lighthearted.
Yep, post-breakup therapy. And speaking of therapy, Janet, you should go to the singles meeting at church.
You mean there's a reason you're still single meeting?
Yeah, I'm good.
So what were you talking to Matt about?
So this implies a time lapse. So they indulge in the brownie activity for quite a long time, which of course we all would, especially girls who love brownies. Yeah, his feet are on the table, which is disturbing. That is, yeah. You know what? When you mentioned how that is an unsanitary thing, even on a pillow as well. But it is the United States, so a lot of people's shoes don't go outside. They just sort of go from the house to the driveway to the vehicle, GMC Sierra, to the place and then back in. So a lot of the time their feet don't actually touch any sort of earth.
Oh, he wants me to write another book.
I'm almost done with my first book.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, as soon as I finish the first one, I'm gonna read a second one.
Huh, won't be long,
Hey,
Jeff.
little bait
Coloring
and
books
switch
don't
there.
have a lot of words. So, do you have a title?
What's a girl to do while waiting for Mr. Right?
That's
Oh,
hilarious.
sorry.
So I don't even have to explain that one. He says that's hilarious. So there it is. I mean, it's funny because he said it's funny, guys. So a little bit of joke explaining right there in the show, which is just makes it so much easier for me.
You can advise women all across America what to do with their ex-boyfriend's shirts.
That's a perfectly reasonable reaction when somebody tells you that you're the one, and then they turn around and dump you for the next one.
Yeah.
Oh. So yeah, the little bit of sad there, a little sad but they still laugh, reminding you that it's funny.
Good job, Lori. Except you forgot to mention how gorgeous.
Do you guys think in the chat? Do you think I should add a laugh track to the stream, like just a button I can press? It'll just get a huge roar of laughter every time I explain a joke, or even fall down. I could fall down and just slam a laugh track every once in a while.
Gorgeous Jack's girlfriend is, and their much anticipated engagement. I got this. I'm gonna call my friend Dwayne.
Dwayne the swamp with drowning.
No, thank you.
So back to the whole singles group thing. You know I'm at Market Singles, right? You need to go this Wednesday. Look, I'll even go with you.
They don't let married people in singles.
What are they gonna do? Throw me out?
You can only hope.
Jeff works the miraculous once again. Dwayne's in. You're going on a date tomorrow night. I told you no. Look, if you keep sitting around eating brownies all day long, even I won't be able to talk people into dating you.
Brownies. This lady's just a real brownie bitch. God, I cannot emphasize how funny it is that women are just eating brownies all day long. Also, beautiful. Look at the center frame on the crucifix here in this shot. This is like a Paul Thomas Anderson move here to have you've got the funny character. He's looking at her, she's looking at him. But in reality, if you think about where their eye line is, they're both looking at the crucifix the whole time. So really great use of the space in the scene. Very, very layered. Yes, thank you, Andy, for that one. Very layered. You got to really focus on the details in this show. Boom.
Come on, little camper. You like movies. What's the worst that could happen?
He could be like you.
Smart, charming, incredibly good looking.
No, you have as much humility as you have tact. Go.
Endearing, isn't it? These are for Mark.
Aw, thank you.
Yeah, this is a funny. This is a lot of physical comedy here. This is very Brian Callen physical comedy that this guy's doing. You know, people are laughing at the fact that nobody sits on the couch like that. No one sits between their friends and touches each other like that. Normally, people have a conversation. They stay in their seat and they stare straight ahead. Crucifix in part of their vision, and they say a few things and then they leave. And also, too, it's just a wacky situation. These people are all just sort of hanging out, eating brownies in the middle of the day. But this is a wacky time. Brian Callen's doing a show in your town, Ghost Mustard. You need to get tickets and you need to go to that. If you meet him, tell him to check out Jokes Explained on YouTube. And it's just tell him I'm doing my best.
And these are for Jeff. You'll thank me later.
Oh,
Come on, Jeff. I know you.
he's got get a makeover written on the chalkboard there. That is I've never had that written in my house before, but it's been a long time since my last makeover. I'm hoping that once this channel really blows up, I'm gonna get some Botox here, in I guess some lip fillers, and I was thinking about getting my ears elongated so that I can hear better.
You can sleep in until noon, but some people actually have to work tomorrow.
Okay, oh tactful one. Maybe you could, like, do something with your hair before your big date tomorrow night.
Good night, Chad.
Oh, how about get new clothes? Skip work, go to the gym, get a whole, like, makeover. Look, I'm doing...
I love this guy. I just love him. I wish I had a wacky friend like this.
My part. I can't do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your movie is about to begin. Please, no talking.
Steph told me you prefer horror movies, but...
Nice. Hey, this is Dwayne. Look at this guy. Whoa. Look at he's got some pretty big arms there. Nice nondescript white V-neck, classic date attire when you're a stud. You know, you just put on the Calvin Klein white tee. You do, 200 push-ups, and then you just meet her right at the theater. Great vein on there. You can see that vein on that arm. Implies, he's a strong man. Strong chin. She's looking at him like, I hope he's Christian. Otherwise, he is not marrying me tomorrow.
Hope you don't mind an action flick.
I learned a long time ago that you can't believe everything our mutual friend has to say.
So, you don't have 13 cats?
Hey, her friends are goofy. They said that she's a cat lady. They probably were like, oh, she's a cat. She eats 13 cats and she's just eating pounds of brownies every day. What a great group of people. It's her grandchild. There does seem like a bit of an age difference here. But like I said, she owns a detached home. I cannot emphasize this enough, guys. If you guys are younger guys in the chat and you know any older ladies with real estate, you got to make it work, man, because, it's tough.
It's really crowded.
Did you see that guy in the front row? Okay, I got to go back just one here. That guy, okay, I think they're going to cut ahead. He's one of the, wow, he looks like a Guillermo del Toro character.
This is the tallest man I've ever seen.
Yeah, look at him. Whoa, that's so cool. Nosferatu himself. In the front row. I like that. That's pretty cool. They find a character actor like that.
Would you mind changing seats with me? I mean, you're a lot taller than I am, and I can't see a thing.
No.
See?
Well, then I won't be able to see.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? We have a full house tonight.
Whoa, it's like the brother of the tall guy doing the announcement now. That's so cool.
We are completely sold out. So I'm going to need everybody to move all the way to your right, please.
No.
No empty seats. Thank you.
He got wrecked. Oh, wow. That was very coincidental and convenient and very funny with the timing. So that's a funny coincidence joke there. So now she doesn't have to deal with sitting behind Uncle Fester here.
The cinematography is spectacular. I've never seen anything quite like it. Let me know if you need me to describe anything for you, because I can see every inch.
Oh, man, she's so fun and saucy. She's rubbing his face in it because he was a real fucking asshole to her. And now she gets her sweet revenge. Love this lady. I'm rooting for her big time. All right, so that's the wrap up of that whole scene there. So a lot of the time in sitcoms, a scene can be like a setup and punchline in a self-contained thing. So the setup for that joke was she's at the theater with a super hot guy, and she says, "Can we switch seats so I can see?" And he's kind of a dick, which, you know, if you're that hot, kind of makes sense. You know, you're allowed. If you're a very attractive person, you can be kind of an asshole. It's just kind of the rule. Or if you're rich and famous, you're allowed to do that as well. But anyway, he's a dick. Then they all move over. Funny coincidence. She can see, he can't see. Hilarious. Wraps up with a song. This is tight filmmaking here.
The fact that Dueno was Jeff's friend probably should have been your first clue. You're going with me to singles.
Can't. Gotta work on my new book.
Very funny. I'll see you there.
Look at these pillows, ladies and gentlemen. They are wrapped in bows. These are very special pillows. This is like I love the set deck here. It reminds me of a lot of grandmas that I've met in the course of my career. Really cool. She's got like a really weird ancient looking lamp. She's got a tree in the corner. So many soft blues, whites. And she's got the Bible out in front of her. So she's writing her book about dating, but she's also referencing what looks like, from my recollection, the New Testament. Very cool. She's got some nice jammies on too. Very formal lady.
What's a girl to do while waiting for Mr. Right?
Before she answers, what do you guys think a girl is to do when meeting for Mr. Right? I'll give you my answer. Eating brownies. I don't know if you guys saw Submit, says Brian. Yes. And probably I think she needs to be ordered around. You know, women can get so lost if there's not a man there to tell them what to do. So she's just kind of listlessly floating around. I don't know if you guys saw the Tucker Carlson stream that I did a little while ago, but I bet this lady's got a jar of angel paste somewhere in this house.
I have no idea.
Hi. Listen, just to be upfront, I know you were probably trying to work up the nerve to ask me out, but I'm married. Just kidding. Listen.
Look at the veins on these boys, dude. Oh, these guys are absolutely lifting. Look at this. Oh, let's get to those arms. Look at that. So this is the primary alpha vein. All guys who are big have this. It's just like it goes right up into your brain, and then it commutes with your brain and goes right down to your phallus. It's just total domination. Great smile, great chin, and I assume a great working relationship with our Lord and Savior.
Just kidding. Listen, I'm actually here to support my single friend Janet, who I'm hoping will show up.
Wow. Whew. Thank you for sparing me the emotional distress of working that nerve up. I'm Michael.
Lori.
Yeah.
I love
pleasure.
this guy. Very cool.
Oh, I'm sorry, Liz, but I'm saving the seat for Janet, and she's on her way.
Oh, well, sorry, there's no saving seats. Oh, hi, Michael. I'm Liz. Yeah, I was here last week. Pretty much every week.
Yes, you were. So, this your friend?
So the joke is that lady likes this guy, but this guy is super jacked, and she is not as jacked as him. So the audience just thinks that's very funny.
No.
Please explain phallus, John. A phallus is the Christian name for the penis, or the penis, which is the male reproductive organ, which is only used in emergencies to impregnate women and create more Christians.
I'd like to welcome you all here tonight. Let's just start by taking a moment to
this
quiet.
guy, I've seen this guy in Tim and Eric before. I feel like a lot of these people.
I don't see any seats.
So that's a loud chip eater. Loud chips, very annoying.
Oh, thank you. That was so sweet.
As much as I would like to claim standing room only, we are bringing in some more chairs. Oh, you in the blue, we'll start with you.
Me?
While they're bringing in your chair, if you could give us your name and an adjective to describe your most popular...
You know, this isn't really a joke. This is kind of a side. I've asked for this haircut every time I've gone to the barber, and they won't do it. I don't know if you guys know anyone who will do that haircut for me, but it's been tough.
Positive feature. We ask all the new people to do this.
My name is Janet, and I'm gonna go with prompt.
My name is Wesley, and the adjective that best describes me is thoughtful.
The age demographic is very funny in this show. Like, it's a lot of retirees having a pretty fun, kind of loose millennial life here. I mean, I shouldn't judge. I'm just jealous.
One of the first things that God said to Adam was, "It is not good for man to be alone." So don't be shy, stick around and enjoy some refreshments.
It is not good for man to be alone. I hope that everyone here in the chat is not alone right now doing anything sinful, because it is true. It's in the Bible. It's bad to be alone. No, well, you guys are not alone. You guys are in the chat. So you're not alone. We are all in a safe space, and God is smiling upon us all right now. But this guy, this dating is obviously sanctioned.
I just want to go home.
Just one glass of punch and I'll leave you alone, okay?
One glass, and I leave.
Yes.
Okay. There, one glass. Good night.
Wow, you must have been thirsty.
Yeah, it's really great punch.
Michael, this is my friend Janet. Janet, Michael.
Hi, friend Janet.
Nice meeting you.
Can I get you some more punch?
Sure.
Janet's having a party on Friday. Would you like to come?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Party? Oh, what time is this party?
Yeah, what time is this party, Lori?
7 o'clock.
More punch?
No, I'm good. I'm actually over my limit. Gotta get going, but it was great meeting you.
Here's Janet's address for
I'm actually over my limit.
Friday.
Liz, good seeing you again, as always.
Yeah, see you at the party.
Looking forward to it.
Oh, mischievous, horny fat lady. Classic character developed over many, many decades of sitcoms. Just great to see an homage. Ann Poehler, shitty production value meant to be funny, Myles. I don't know what you're talking about by shitty production value. They've had many different rooms, and they've gone through the trouble to make sure that when they're on a cell phone, it sounds like the other person is in outer space. That's not cheap. It actually costs a lot of money. I think, maybe it's part of the joke, but I wouldn't say it's shitty production value. I think this is a very thought of production.
Party? I'm having a party.
Yeah? I love how spontaneous you are.
I don't want to have a party.
Well, you've already cleaned out your refrigerator. And besides, Michael's coming. So what did you think of him?
Seems nice.
Yeah, he seems nice. She saw the veins on his arms. She knows what that means. He can fuck for a long time.
Ooh, well, that is all of them.
Groceries! What's the occasion?
Did you notice that Jeff only comes over after all the groceries have been carried in?
Did you see a little whack on the side of that? This is Jeff. This is a goofy friend. I don't know if you guys have a goofy sitcom friend in your life, but it's a joy. You know, in just a little while, Brian's gonna be bursting through my door with a tray of brownies and a big smirk on his face, and we're gonna laugh.
And the many handy uses of my front window. What's for dinner?
Well, tonight's specials are pizza and cookie dough.
Honestly, how are you still single?
It boggles the mind. Jeff, give me these. These are for the party tomorrow.
Great delivery of that line. It boggles the mind. Very funny, very sarcastic humor there. That was a little sarcastic joke that she did.
What party tomorrow? Why was I not told about this?
Don't feel bad.
Wait, I gotta read his shirt. One sec.
Oh, but you'll thank me later.
I'll thank you now. At least there's food to eat.
I'm trying to read this shirt.
Now,
Come on.
You invited the people from work, right?
Yeah, Clark and Joe have plans, but Gail might actually show up.
Oh, hooray.
Oh, I want to read this shirt so bad. This is the problem with having text on your shirt in a show. This is all I can think about now. Men do like to eat and be lazy. That's true. See, women love to eat brownies all day. Men eat steak all day, and they watch football, and they crush beer cans on their forehead, and they make Tim Allen sounds. That's like a classic man day. And a classic woman day is like brownies and shopping and stuff. So it's very funny when these things are brought up on sitcoms, just to remind us of how things are.
That's the spirit. I just invited Dwayne.
You what?
Just to meet some of your friends. Anyways, you're not his type.
Oh, that's a shame.
I told you to get a makeover.
There are two kinds of people in the world: those who can extrapolate from incomplete data. And then there's nothing else after that. Oh, man. So he's got a joke on his shirt. And jokes come out of his face. They can be read on his shirt. And they can be performed with his body. This guy might be one of the biggest comedic actors to come out of the next couple of years, guys. You guys keep an eye on this guy. We'll see his name in the credits after the show. You guys go follow him. Dream Man says, "Do you have autism?" To me, I don't think so. You know, I go to TikTok every day and I type, "Do I have autism?" And then I watch 300 or 400 videos of various random Gen Z people telling me I have autism. But I don't really know if that's totally true yet. I think I got to watch a few more.
But no one ever
You have
listens
enough to eat for dessert?
Well, you are baking the brownies, right?
God. Oh, don't forget to invite the cheesecake
brownies.
lady. I want to marry her. You look.
Same spot. So he's got his special blue pillow with the bow on it, just for his feet on the coffee shop. He always sits down there just like that. They have their little. I mean, it's possible they filmed this right after the other one. They just changed a couple of costumes. I don't know.
Look like you're ready to have a party here tomorrow night.
Hey, I didn't even want to have this party.
Oh, I've been to some of your parties. People sitting around thinking of ways they can change the world. Boring.
And don't forget her pretend parties where we ended up stuffing envelopes.
Hey, welcome to breakfast, Jeff. You get to make coffee for the 50 people going door to door.
Exactly.
I'm going to plan this one.
All right, what you got?
Okay. So, when people get here, we'll give them a slip of paper that tells them something they need to do. Like, complain about the food.
But they already do that.
Hey.
This is already shaping up to be a pretty wild party. You know, I normally don't have structure like this for my parties. You know, usually I just hand people MDMA at the door and just say, "Listen, don't break anything." But they've got all sorts of activities planned. I'm not allowed to mention drugs on YouTube, so I should specify what MDMA means. It means Myles dispenses mild Adderall.
How about tell a story without any point?
And how is that different from how you already talk?
How about eat off other people's plates?
Ooh, great idea.
Oh, he did. Oh, he grabbed a pizza right off her plate, guys. Oh my God. This guy's just out of control. So they should tranquilize him and tie him to something because this guy's just out of his damn mind.
Right. Nice little sayings on white paper so those people won't have a clue what's going on.
My work here is done. Good night, ladies.
Good night, Jeff.
That little pen flip. How many takes do you think that took, right? He probably did it in one take, just for the whole studio audience right there. That's amazing.
Speak only in cliches. Well, if it...
God, I love her outfits. They're just so bright and wholesome.
First you don't succeed.
Oh, no you don't. You have to stay with what you pick. That's the game. And
Oh, what did it say? There's a little American flag there. One nation under God, home of the free, because of the brave. I love to see it. I love to see casual patriotism around the home. I think that you guys all, whatever country you guys are from, I know we've got watchers from all around the world. I hope that you are ferociously nationalistic and would defend your country to the death. Ukraine, Technicolor Giallo there. Yes, you definitely deserve to be fiercely nationalistic. Your nationalism is being tested right now from Vladimir Putin, who I've not analyzed yet, but the guy's not that funny.
Speak only in cliches. Well, if at first you don't succeed...
Oh, no you don't. You have to stay with what you pick. That's the game. Answer in rhyme all of the time. Nah.
Pick one for Jeff.
Oh, shit. Oh, he's got a tuxedo shirt on. Oh, man. Oh, I love those things. I love tuxedo shirts. They say, I'm a super casual guy, trying to be a little bit formal, but it's also kind of like a wink. If you could wear a wink over your whole body, that's what a tuxedo shirt is. This would be great merch for our channel. A tuxedo shirt, just with professional joke explainer, just emblazoned on the back in gold leaf.
My own. Thank you. So, just three of us?
No, Mark is on his way.
4. Wow. That's fun. Skip from room to room. That's stupid.
Now remember, the boring people get the white slips.
Did it say skip from room to? Wait, I gotta go back. I wasn't paying attention. I was reading the chat.
Skip from room to room. That's stupid.
Now remember, the boring people get the white slips.
Could you imagine? Imagine you're at a party. This is such a great joke, right? Imagine you're at a party and there's this, 61-year-old man just skipping from room to room, grabbing food off people's plates and putting his feet up on the table, stone cold sober. Dude, I'd be rolling on the floor, and he's got a friggin' tuxedo shirt on too. God, I'd be laughing so hard, I would never recover. Lots of new people in the chat now. Thanks for joining, everybody. If you didn't see the beginning of the stream, don't ever look at it. Just enjoy how it's going right now.
Hi, Liz. Come on in. Jeff, Laura, you remember Liz?
Hi.
Hi, Liz. What did you bring to this festive gathering?
Just me. I thought that should
God,
be
this guy
enough.
sits so wacky.
For you.
Oh, thank you.
That's a good joke. Like, sitting weird is always a good joke. If you guys are at parties, sit as weird as you can. and it'll kill every time. And if it doesn't kill, just refer to this video and be like, listen, Myles explained this is funny, and therefore it's funny, and he is a professional at this. So
I am grateful for your friendship. Oh, wow, that's so nice. Have a seat. Oh, thank you.
I brought my friend Sam Chin.
So she handed her a slip of paper that just says, "I'm grateful for your friendship." As like I don't know if that's a game or just a statement, but that's pretty cool. That's a neat little idea. And Polar, is it just me, or are these not jokes? Just people talking in slightly animated ways, but the audience is loving it. So what do I know? Yeah, no, that was a great. Thank you for chatting that. I could see you misled, but you taught your own self that it actually is funny. This is what I'm trying to do. This is the result I'm trying for, is that, hopefully when you guys are going through your regular life and you guys are eating brownies and sitting on furniture in wacky ways, and you see a joke and you don't think that's not that funny, and then you just explain it to yourself. Well, actually it is funny, and then you laugh. I've done my job. No, those cheese balls. Yeah, Danny, that's a big bag of cheese. I've actually never eaten a cheese ball before. It's something I got to do in the new year, 2025.
And I hope that's okay.
Sure. I've got a little something for you.
You have a bright future.
Whoa, that was a big laugh for Jeff there, hand feeding the friend on the couch there. Again, he's a feeder. He'll feed people. He'll take food. This guy's an absolute fiend. I would watch this show just for Jeff. He's kind of the breakout star of this sitcom.
How nice. In my uncle's restaurant, they put this in the cookie.
Really? Well, just remember, all that glitters is not gold.
That is brilliant.
Really? Well, let me show you to the kitchen, because after all, the early bird gets the worm.
Oh, so profound. You are almost as wise as my grandfather.
That's a joke about Chinese fortune cookies, and of course the fact that man is Chinese is just absurd. So that's just so funny. Great. It's always great to have stereotypical representations and patter around on a sitcom, because then everyone thinks of all those funny Chinese jokes they've heard before on the construction site, and they just laugh.
Show anyone your slips until after dinner.
The fact that young man definitely does not actually have that accent, I mean, it's definitely possible. But if you are a race that could have an accent, you gotta do it in a comedy situation. It's just so much funnier. Oh shit.
Hey, so glad you can make it.
Hey, Lori.
Well, the party is absolutely roaring at this point. Everyone is all hammered on cheese balls. The lighting is incredibly intense and bright, but at the same time they're having fun. It's almost 4:30 p.m. and they are losing it.
I am a bit overdressed. Sorry, I just came from work.
No, that's okay. Just maybe lose the tie.
Oh, yeah, sure. It's a good party.
Oh, yeah. It is, definitely. Hey, Janet, you remember Mike?
You guys know the name of that song? That's a great song. That's a super good party song.
Oh, my friend from church?
Sure, any friend of Lori's is a friend of mine.
These are for you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm Jeff. Hey, it's nice to meet you. Mikey?
His name is Michael.
Well, that is okay, Jeff.
Watch out for Jeff, Michael. Watch out for this guy. He's gonna feed you a grape when you least expect.
That's what my mom calls him.
You know what? I'll show you to the kitchen.
Yeah, sure.
Excuse me. Thanks for coming.
Something about that guy I just don't like.
Gail, so glad you could come. Come on in. We've I've got a little some.
Whoa. She comes in with a huge jug of root beer. This is supposed to be like, you know, a safe party. She comes in with a half a gallon of root beer. Jesus. I hope at least she read the Bible earlier today.
Something for you? Don't mind him. Just take one. Here, open it up and read it. It's for you.
Oh, she's skipping from room to room. She got that. That's a callback to that earlier. So that was what writing. So that was a perfect callback. Callback jokes are so funny because it makes you remember what was said earlier. J Mac says, "I really hate this. Listen, I'm doing my best to explain why this is really good. I hope that you'll change your opinion by the end of this, and you'll want to watch all the rest of the episodes of this really funny show."
Make yourself at home. It'd be great. I think we've got. Thank you. We've got somebody else here. And hi there. Welcome. So glad you could come.
Oh, it's this guy.
Yes, popcorn.
This guy's dressed like one of the scientists from Oppenheimer. Pretty cool.
How nice is that?
Chicken is really dry.
Hey, I've always said honesty is the best policy.
Honesty, best policy.
Okay, we got a Chinese guy just writing down proverbs, which is a classic activity of a Chinese person. I don't know if you guys have ever met a Chinese person, but they're always writing down proverbs with their wacky accent. You know, this show is establishing a lot of long-running fun jokes.
The chicken is dry. Just try the pie. It's quite delicious. I wouldn't lie.
You guys gotta hear what happened to me today. It all started when I woke up this morning and I put on my pants.
Oh man, pants. That joke is just a funny word. Pants is funny because pants, you know, they touch genitals, you know, especially if there's no underwear between forming a barrier. Pants do touch genitals, and genitals are obviously very funny because they're dangerous.
Yeah, and?
Well, I put on my left shoe, then I put on my right shoe.
Hey, they weren't very.
Look how he's sitting on the counter. This guy never sits normal. He's made like a really great acting decision here. He's like, Jeff is a wacky guy. He doesn't know how to sit down properly. He's got his foot up on everything. Thank God he's got such nice clean shoes and such a great tuxedo shirt. The tuxedo shirt is kind of a permission to be a wacky guy. If he was dressed more formally, people might think this guy might be, you know, a little bit disruptive, but he's got a wacky shirt on, so it's the best way to let people know you're a comedian.
Very good anyway.
Hey!
Turnabout's fair play.
Another proverb.
Come on, Jeff. Tell us what happened, man. You got us all in suspense.
What happened? I went to the store and I bought a gallon of milk. And? That's it. It's in my fridge right now if you want to see it.
That is riveting. Jeff should write a book.
Oh man, Jeff, that story wasn't even good. So that was the joke. There was the building of the tension of Jeff's got a great story, probably, you know, involving something exciting, like feeding a grape to like a sex worker somewhere, and then, you know, she chokes on it and she dies, and then Jeff has to put her in the trunk of his GMC Sierra, and he has to bury her out somewhere. But no, it's just like a fun. There was milk in I bought milk. Not an interesting story at all. So that was it was an unexpected ending, which is funny. And the music's about to go.
But you can't judge by its cover.
Great story, Jeffy. Dance with me?
Sure.
Dance with me. Oh shit.
Well, I think you are a terrific dancer.
So, Janet, how's Jack?
Well, Liz, let's put it this way. There's plenty more fish in the sea.
Yeah, Sammy? This is, pretty much how all American parties are.
It's true.
Look, I appreciate you throwing this party so you could see me again. I really do, but I'm looking more for gorgeous. And, well, as Jeff likes to say, you're more the girl next door.
That's because I'm the girl next door.
Yeah, that's not why he says that.
A little early on the cutout of the laugh track there. A little bit too much of a hard cut. You know, they should have let those laughs roll. This is really funny stuff. You know, he's talking about, so the girl next door is an expression in American English, but also she is physically next door to Jeff. So that is a clever wordplay joke, very, very Shakespearean. Yeah, this guy is very hot. So she should have maybe tried a bit harder.
Hey, where are all your cats? May I borrow you, gorgeous? Oh, should we get that?
No time like the present.
Mm-hmm.
Nice blocking. That's good blocking there, right? So they're doing a little dance. She gets lowered down, unlocks the door. Everything is just so seamless. Skevin says the first sentence in the IMDb is, "This production counters the culture while making people laugh," and I couldn't agree more. I am laughing while counter. Yes, this is very counterculture. You know, it's nice to see such a good, clean show. There's no swears. There's no alcohol. It's just mostly root beer fueled, and everyone's very pleasant and bright and pastel. And this is what America is actually like. There's so many gritty shows out there where people are getting shot and stuff. It's like, that's not us. You know, that's not America. America is root beer and cheese balls.
Oh, hi, Jeff.
Speak of the devil.
I won't keep you. I just came to pick up.
Oh, this guy's the ex. Oh man, he's definitely got an ex-boyfriend goatee going on here. Very frightening, man. He looks like he came right out of Better Call Saul here.
Got my striped shirt that I left over here?
You know, the one that I gave you when you were cold?
I wouldn't bother you.
Could you imagine if Tuco from Breaking Bad just comes to the door and the whole party just goes quiet, and she's just like, "Oh, that's my ex," and he's just like starts just go just attacking Jeff. That wouldn't be funny though. That would not be. You know, this is a light sitcom, and these people know what they're doing. Just screaming tight. Jeff tries to feed him a grape and just. Anyway.
Except that it's kind of my favorite.
Really?
Jack, I think I found the striped tie you're looking for.
Actually, it's a striped shirt.
And that is my striped tie, actually.
I'll let you know if it turns up.
Thanks for stopping by. Actually, let me walk you to your car. I've got the most fascinating story to tell.
Oh, he's going to hear the milk story. Could you imagine if Jeff went out to the car with Tuco and tried to tell Tuco the milk story, and Tuco just snapped on him super. Again, I keep having these. I have like a bit of attention deficit disorder. I tend to have these sort of imagination things, and I'm working on it with medication. But I had a lot of root beer before the stream, and a little discombobulated. But yeah, so that's funny. Her ex is going to hear the milk story from Jeff, and that's very annoying and therefore very funny to imagine.
Wow, no time like the present.
Oh, they got a conga. You know, that's one of my greatest regrets in life, is that I've never had a conga line at a party before. I guess I've never been drunk enough. Maybe I've never had enough cheese balls. But the guys have a conga line going. These are good friends. These are good people. Their shirts are very crisp. I hope maybe one day when we have the Jokes Explained convention somewhere in Las Vegas, you guys will all be there and we can have a big conga line and just root beer. Yeah, these people are just cracked. That's the dance from Fortnite. If you guys know Fortnite, that's the dance from. That's so good. It's funny to see such an elderly man doing that as well, because he's quite spry, despite the fact that he was part of the Manhattan Project.
Hey, Janet, I think I'm gonna get going. Yeah, are any of your friends on hallucinogenic?
She's still skipping. So that's a through line joke there. So that joke continues. That's almost like a drone note, or like a pedal note that you might see in in Baroque music or even medieval music. You might have that low bass line going at the same time. That's what that joke is. It just runs through all the rest of the sort of polyphonic material that's going on here.
Drugs by any chance?
So long, farewell, I'd like to say goodbye.
I've got to run.
Okay, I need to know what the setup for that joke was. I'm going to go back here for a sec.
Hey, Janet, I think I'm gonna get going. Yeah, are any of your friends on hallucinogenic drugs by any chance?
So long, farewell, I'd like to say goodbye.
Okay, that's a funny reveal. So here we are, just thinking that's normal root beer, but apparently it was full of ayahuasca, and this guy is losing his damn mind, and he's about to go outside and find that, Tuco has killed Jeff in the driveway. I shouldn't be adding my own story on top of these things, but sometimes I do it just because I entertain my own self in my head sometimes. I don't know if you guys do that, but
I've got to run. Thanks a ton. I've never been to a party that was more fun.
Thank you so much for the cheesecake. What a great surprise.
Hey, thanks for letting me come to your party. I had a wonderful time. Oh, and by the way, I was born and raised in Texas. Y'all have a nice night.
Oh, shit. Oh, what? That's a terrible decision to have that guy lose his great Chinese accent at the end there and play us all for fools. I feel like I've been utterly bamboozled. This is the thing. These writers are so next level that I'm not able to figure out when they're doing secret jokes on me like that. But that was a secret joke that was revealed. That's crazy. Space Station Willie, accents are funny because they're different sounding. Like America has the regular English accent. And then England has a funny accent, but not quite as funny as when people who don't speak English learn English. It's like a funny joke that they do to let everyone know that they're learning English, to kind of loosen up the situation. So it's always funny to have an accent, because it's like, why would you do that? It's got to be a bit. I don't know any other reason why anyone would have an accent other than it's a joke. So very funny to hear one.
Well, I think I should be heading on as well. I just want to say that I had a really nice time, and I hope that I see you again soon.
Me too. Thanks for the dance.
Yeah.
Hey, don't forget your time. Trust me, you don't want to leave it behind around here.
Right.
I think that's a joke about the ex coming to get his shirt. Yes. So Jeff, just full of jokes, and look at his face. he's turned up to 100 for this entire episode. This guy, it doesn't even matter if he's saying anything. You know, when I see him, and he's been working out. Jeff is also, I mean, I don't know if this is from the weights or just from sitting strangely, but he's got a pretty good body going on.
Your parties sure are interesting.
Hey, we forgot to tell everyone about it.
Never a dull moment. So, Janet, now that Jax broke up with you, he's available, right?
Well, this cheesecake is really good. Leslie, why don't you walk Liz to her car? Well, maybe she'll share another piece of cheesecake with you.
Oh, sure.
Hey.
This guy looks like a tall Peter Dinklage from the movie Elf. I'm not gonna say that's who it is. There's no way, but you know, I think that's the look he's going for. Okay, so it's now nighttime. So in America, parties usually start around noon, and then when the sun goes down, it's time for everybody to leave and do the evening prayers and go to bed, and just get enough time to process that root beer. Make sure you get a good night's sleep.
Where's the cheesecake?
Liz.
Next time, I'm in charge of the guest list.
Hey, you think
Party's over now when Jeff is around Hannibal. Yes, you get it, man. Jeff is just carrying this show.
Jack was using the shirt as an excuse to see me?
I think the guy just wanted his shirt back.
Yeah, don't go there.
You're better off without the loser. He wasn't even polite enough to stick around for the end of my riveting tale of adventure.
He never was a big fan.
Does anyone know the name of this lady still? I can't remember the name of her character. I've been thinking too hard about the jokes.
And a poor judge of character.
You did seem a little
Janet.
jealous when you came to the door in Michael's arms.
Really?
Thank you, Bobby.
More like stunned. I mean, how many people answer the door being dipped by some strange guy?
Hey, which one of you wrote the dance from room to room slip?
Not me.
Me neither.
Looks like old Michael was doing a little freestyle.
What a weirdo.
Whoa. Look at that end scene face. That was great. I just love the expressions. You know, sometimes the dialogue is you know, not necessarily as humorous as the expressions on his face.
Looks like old Michael was doing a little freestyle.
Oh, Mike.
What a weirdo.
Look at her. He says, what a weirdo. And this lady is staring right at Janet. Janet is staring right at his chest at the funny tuxedo shirt that he's wearing, because Jeff again is holding the scene together by saying what a weirdo, even though we've been thinking Jeff is the weirdo. Everybody here with great exasperation on their face. A lot is comedy. A lot of the time is wacky and straight, right? There's like a straight man, wacky man technique. And Jeff is wacky, and everyone else in this show is very, very straight. There's the Friends fountain from the intro.
Sorry you missed the party, Joe.
Thanks, but we had other plans that we just couldn't change.
Oh, so what'd you do?
Well, we stayed home and watched TV.
Good call. Yeah, Janet's friends, they're lunatics.
Good
Oh,
morning,
yeah.
everyone.
Can you imagine what Jeff would have done to that guy at the party? Oh, man, what a nightmare. That would have been very funny.
Janet, did I hear you say your neighbor's in marketing?
Yeah? Oh,
Whoa, you guys hear that audio? That was so cool. That was like a real hard cut in and out with that cranked up microphone.
not the guy who bought the milk.
Tell him to come in and talk to me if he's interested in the director of development.
The guy that bought the milk. I don't know if you guys remember that. That's a reference to Jeff's lame story that he told at the party that everyone was listening to. So that's a great little callback there. That's funny.
Development position. Anyone have anything else before I interview next in line?
Yeah, I got everyone's expense checks, except for Janet, who did not submit the proper paperwork. Again, surprise, surprise.
Janet. She's probably eating too many brownies. I shouldn't be doing jokes here. Sorry, guys.
How you doing, kid? Haven't heard from you.
Well, there's a good reason for that.
So you haven't started yet?
God, I want this guy's life. Oh my God. Can you imagine? This is what it's like to be an indie book publisher. You're just hanging out on your flamingo in your pool with your cool ass fedora and your awesome cell phone that has speed dial on it. God damn. Yeah, Playland is reminding everyone that this show is on a channel with less than 400 subs, which is absolutely insane to me. For the quality of this production, this should have way more followers.
Tell you what, give me one chapter by next week and I'll leave you alone.
How about one sentence by next month?
What if I told you I got 3 times your last advance?
You what?
All right, you've got 2 weeks to give me one chapter. Tommy.
I need that book, Matthew.
I understand. Yeah, no, I'm sure she'll have it. She's very excited. She's going to put her heart and soul into this book. I mean, she's just...
This is what you got to be. This guy's a middleman, right? This is what you guys got to do in your career. I mean, this isn't quite funny. This is all world building stuff. But if you guys can find a job where you just are like the middle person, you just got to get yourself a flamingo, you get yourself a fedora, and you just make phone calls all day long. That's so cool.
Just a gem to work with. She never, she's just an amazing person. Never argues.
Yeah. Don't let me down.
You'll have a chapter in 2 weeks.
So many interweaving storylines. She's trying to get laid. This guy's trying to get a book made. She's got to write this book. Jeff is running wild in the house at all times. It's just, there's so much building. This is like a lot of different layers of storyline going on here. So I hope you guys are able to follow this.
I think I need a down-to-earth kind of girl. One who's happy with the simple.
God, these guys eat so many sweets. I mean, maybe that's why Jeff is so wacky, because he's full of root beer and cookies all the time. He's eating like every 7-year-old dreams.
Things in life, like applesauce and brownies.
He's always eating people's food off their plates, dude. That would drive me crazy. I'd laugh, of course, but I'd be also quite irate. Jeff has good friends. Janet is very nice to let him go to her house all the time. Still a lot of cheese balls left, I see.
I've been told that my eyes are the color of brownies. Hey, Jules. I was just thinking about you.
Hey, whoa. Yeah. Brownies. Call back to the beginning. The very beginning of this show. Like the very first lines talking about brownies. That's a through line as well. So keep an ear out for that reference. That's funny to reference that.
It's about a job. Can I call you back after my dinner meeting?
Thanks for including me in your dinner meeting.
Anytime. Hey, speaking of jobs, Clark wants you to interview at Faith for the Nation.
Yeah? Would I be
Faith for the Nation? That's a cool sounding job.
working side by side with you?
Actually, you'd be talking with donors about how we're going to change the world. Sure, you'd find it all very boring.
Hey, I was only talking about your pretend parties.
Yeah, Jeff isn't the kind of guy who works. Jeff is the kind of guy who got a pretty sweet settlement quite a few years ago, and he's out living the high life.
The real ones are a blast. Oh, hey, I hope it's okay that I gave Michael your number.
That is so intrusive. What are you thinking? We know nothing about this dancing lunatic.
Hi, Mom.
Hi.
How was your...
Oh, her mom is still alive. That's so cool. That's amazing. What a blessed lady.
party? Great. Just having leftovers with Jeff and Lori.
I wish I could have been there. Hi, Happy. Hi, Lori. How are
search going?
Well, I just found out there may be an opening to work next to your lovely daughter at Faith for the Nation.
Wow. I'm gonna pray that you get it. Or pray for whatever
Great
job best
acting.
suits you. No, I'm praying for this one. If you don't ask, you don't get. Enjoy your feast, and I love you guys.
We love you too.
I love you more.
God, she's great. She's making muffins. So that's kind of the life cycle of a typical woman. Is, you know, they're mostly brownie based for most of their middle age, and then they reach sort of a muffin stage later in life where they start to just make muffins to eat those as well.
Hello?
Yeah. A lot of great comments in the chat about the grandmother here. Yes, I do think her age is quite remarkable. I mean, you know, she probably had Janet when she was quite young. But she seems very cool and very good at acting in this show. I assume the mom is played by her real life mom.
Hi, Michael. Of course I remember you.
Of course I remember you.
Yeah, I think Lori's husband is off this Friday. Right. Friday at 7 it is.
Look at his face. That was very Chris D'Elia. Maybe that's like an homage to Chris D'Elia here. Look at the eyebrows.
Of course I remember you.
Yeah, I think Lori's husband is off this Friday.
Yeah, I've seen, that's a classic Chris D'Elia face right there. Definitely influenced by one of the greats.
Right. Friday at 7 it is.
Woohoo! We're going out to dinner.
Ah, blah, blah. Hey, let's get back to me and my new job.
Jeff, you're out of control, man. You're just so wacky. Oh, Faith for the Nation. Here we go. So it seems like sort of like a Fox News surrogate, maybe like an InfoWars sort of thing. Just a reliable news network.
Who's the clown that designed the logo? Don't you care about Alaska, Hawaii?
Look at that. This is definitely a Faith for the Nation outfit. Bow ties, very big in right-wing media. I want to. Jeff is. I'm not gonna lie. He's probably gonna be a little wacky on this show. I bet he doesn't act like a normal guy. I'm excited to laugh here.
You should definitely bring that up in your interview with Clark. That'll impress him.
Tell me about Clark.
So I think as there's a lot of laugh tracks in this show, I'm also beginning to think maybe the laugh track covers a lot of audio issues they may have had during the shoot, which is very clever of them to fix that in post.
Well, Jeff, for starters, he designed the logo.
And don't forget to mention he left out the American territories.
Puerto Rico, Guam.
This guy's like a Roger Ailes character.
Can we ship Lori to the branch in Guam?
Don't have one.
Another great idea waiting to be heard. Honestly, how did you guys get along without me?
Somehow, Jeff, we managed.
Okay, I'll send him right
Great
in.
eyebrow work there. Kind of a little bit of a Fonzie vibe too. I like this guy. Oh, and this is the runner of the network. He's sort of like a Noah's Ark figure, I think. Again, because this show is faith based. This guy is supposed to look like he's 112 years old or something like that.
And what is this you were doing while you earned your degree in marketing?
I was an independent entrepreneur in the news dissemination industry.
Paperboy.
Exactly.
That joke is about using a complicated name for a simple job, and that contrast between simple and complicated is what activates the laugh neurons inside of your head, which are the laugh neurons are just behind the eyeballs, and you can sort of feel the laugh coming before it comes out of your face.
Good marketing. You're a friend of Janet's. That means a lot.
Best friend. She calls me her BFF. Kind of embarrassing, actually.
Well, we'd love to have you on board if you'd like to join us.
See, guys? See? It's who you know. It's not your qualifications. Jeff is a paper boy, and he's a homeowner. Just because he is able to make these sort of connections like this. So, next time you guys looking for work, just go to one of these cool Christian parties in the middle of the day, and you're going to make some great connections.
Thank you, sir. I would.
Wait, you...
Jordan Beam says, do a red bar zoom on Jeff's face. Oh, I would love the confidence to zoom in on things, but if you were here for the beginning of the stream, this airplane is flying with the landing gear broken.
Hired him?
That's right. Now, would you get our new director of development the paperwork he needs to hit the ground running Monday morning?
Sure.
Let me guess.
Look at that. Jeff is he's already promoted above that lady, and he was simply a paper boy before this. So, this is very funny.
She's the director of public relations.
Jeffing around. Yes, jeffing around, Adam. I love that as a term.
Thanks for inviting us, Michael. Mark's idea of date night usually involves the drive-thru.
Convenient, economical, delicious.
Yes. I like to save the drive-thru for the second or third date.
Well, you can't really supersize it, but I hear the food here is great.
Now,
great reference to the McDonald's supersize option. McDonald's. Obviously, everyone who's American in the chat, you guys get it. But anyone who's from around the world watching this right now, there's an option in America at McDonald's. You go there, you have the option to supersize your meal, which you can do if you are particularly depressed at that time of day. You hit a big red button on the dashboard of your car, supersize it, and the McDonald's will empty its food stores into your vehicle.
Now this is going to take some getting used to. I'm accustomed to hearing you only speak in cliches.
Cliches?
Oh, that's my fault. I wouldn't let her pick another slip. But Sam Chin, he thought she was brilliant.
Well, best I can tell, Sam Chin was right.
Thank you.
Hey there! We're out celebrating my new job.
Oh, God damn it, Jeff. We're just trying to have a good little date night here, and Jeff just friggin' rolls in here. God, he's funny.
Michael, you remember my neighbor Jeff? This is his girlfriend Amanda.
Hey there, Mike.
Oh, the guy's just trying to shake his hand, and Jeff is like, "No way, man." The only thing I touch is people's mouths when I put grapes in them. This guy he's jeffing around big time.
Shirt.
Hi, Amanda. I think we met at one of Janet's cookouts or date nights.
I don't think I've ever met you. It is so good to see you here, though. In the same restaurant, in addition to you living right next door to Jeff.
Jeff's girlfriend is very low energy in contrast to him. I imagine she's pretty run ragged by Jeff constantly faking out handshakes. But, a goofy guy like Jeff with, pretty good biceps, hard to resist.
And now you're working with him in the same office.
Actually, working for me, but that's not important.
Because that's not true.
Well, hey, our table's ready, so I'll see you in the morning at the office. Don't be late.
What a lovely couple.
I've met her like 3 times.
She seems really, really nice. So now you'll both be working with him?
Thankfully, not for him.
Well, that just means you'll get a chance to hear more of his fascinating stories.
That's a reference to the dumb milk story from earlier. Really milking the milk joke. Nah, I shouldn't be doing jokes. Sorry, guys.
Yes, we will.
Oh, it's
Always got the Bible out. Good to leave a Bible out on your counter. She looks like she's getting through it. She stays around the midpoint of the Bible, which I'm not exactly sure what happens sort of in the middle. I think it's mostly sort of development. but she's studiously studying it. I think maybe trying to figure out if Jeff has a demon inside of him.
It's my boss.
What you doing?
I'm gonna get ready for bed, so I won't be late for work tomorrow.
What an extraordinary idea.
Look, Jeff, this isn't just some office. Faith for the Nation is a ministry.
In God we trust, united we stand. She's got a patriotic shirt. She's got a patriotic little flag next to her front door there. It's good, again, good to remind people. God bless.
I'll admit to employing some conversation enhancement.
He's got a whole tub of cheese balls and an America shirt. So you can see why they bond over their love of country. It keeps their friendship strong. So Jeff can be as crazy as he wants, but as long as he loves America, he is welcome in Janet's house to just act like a total maniac.
Answers from time to time.
You know, that's all Gail would need to fire you, right?
Pleasant lady, Gail.
She's number 2 on the organizational chart.
Got it. Strive for number 1 without stepping on number 2.
Be sure to bring that up in the next staff meeting. It's gonna be a big hit.
Relax.
Sarcastic. So sarcastic, Janet. Wow. Come on, Jeff's just trying to help here.
Loves me. And Jan?
Yeah?
Thanks. I really do appreciate. Oh, hey. I got another call. I gotta go.
Good night, Jeff.
That was my little cheese puff tonight.
Oh, wow. So now Jeff had to hang up because he's going to have some raunchy phone sex with his new girlfriend here. Good thing we cut away from that.
All of life can be summarized with 2 words. Trust God. But trust was made for the darkness. After all, you don't get off the train just because you go through a tunnel. Sam Chin would love that.
Amen. Whoa, that lamp had no effect on the lights in that room. Wow.
Call from Michael.
Hi, Michael.
I just wanted to say that I had a really good time the other night.
Me too.
Yeah, and it was good to get to spend time with Lori and Mark. You know, he seems like a great guy.
He thinks we're a bit crazy.
Well, it's because you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Oh, this guy's taking his shirt off. He's getting ready to probably pleasure himself while Janet reads her book to him.
Good way. You are a refreshing, fun, kind of crazy. I never met anyone quite like you.
Ooh.
So, crazy girl, what are you doing Saturday?
Well, I was planning on working.
This guy's lucky he found a nice woman in her mid-60s to hang out with him.
Bit of a deadline.
Okay, well, just take your time deciding, but when I get back from this trip, I want to take you out on the town. You know,
Oh,
a
shit.
boat
Okay, so out on the town.
ride, dancing under the stars.
Oh, okay.
Or, you know, you can stay home and work.
Okay.
What's a girl to do?
I can't wait to find out.
Oh, man. That's the title of the show, guys. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was so good. How is this not on TV? George Kokoris, Chris Ruth, Rich Swingle, Samantha DeJanes. These are obviously made-up names. Samantha DeJanes, Christy Taylor, William Chan, Sam Chin. Oh, that's who they're playing. You get confused sometimes. Man, that was so sick. I'm not sure how many episodes there was of this show, but man, this is so great. I love watching this with you guys. I like reading your insights into this show. There's so many different layers of comedy happening and audio problems. It's really great for you guys to be here to dissect this with me. I'd love to do more episodes of this, along with obviously some classic stand-up. But I think we're on the ground floor of what's gonna what's going to blow up on the internet pretty soon once they get word that this show is out there for free. You can watch this for free on YouTube. You don't even have to pay to watch Jeff consume cheese balls like the cheese ball that he is. 6 seasons in a movie. The sexual tension is very Rachel Ross, like totally agree. More chins than a Chinese phone book. Oh man, I remember that joke from the old days. Great reference there. Do I have any notes to make it even funnier? I would, I hate to be a stickler, but I have a bachelor's degree in music, and audio is really important to me. So I would hope they'd fix the audio issues, because they can sometimes be distracting from the material. I'm along for the ride. I'm loving what they're saying. I'm loving the sets. But when I hear a really loud hiss of a noise floor that's just up to the eyeballs, that could be tough for me. So I'm hoping to get the budget. I'm hoping they get some big investors from, people like Sebastian Gorka or, the Heritage Foundation or something. I hope those guys can help them out and get this show off the ground. It's so good. Jeffing around. Yes, I would say life could be summed up in Jeffing around. I hope you guys took some lessons from Jeff today and just be a bit more Jeff in your life. Be spontaneous. Form a conga line at work. We're heading into the weekend. Get some conga lines going with your friends. Crack a root beer and just conga line around the room. Make sure to wrap it up before the sun goes down so everybody can have a good sleep. But man, that was a really fun time. I'm definitely going to do more of these episodes. That was super enjoyable to watch. I'll figure out a Zoom function, and I'm going to figure out how to get both the chats from Twitch and YouTube synced up. Maybe I'll get like a scientist or someone to come here and help me figure that out. After this stream, we are heading out to, we're going to do a stream on our Patreon. It's free to join and watch and hang out. I'm going to be there with Brian. Like I said before, he's the man behind the thumbnails, behind the edits, behind the golden era of stand-up comedy. So I hope you guys can go hang out with us there. I'm going to go drink some water so my mouth is freshly lubricated, and get some cheese balls and some root beer, and I'll see you guys over there in just a couple minutes. So see you soon. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'm going to get the music going here. I'm going to do a real professional ending. There we go. See you in the next stream, boys.